Hey everyone. Uh, if you've been listening to the Just Riding Along podcast in the last, month or so, you know that I have been going out and hunting mountain lions this January. And we're getting close to the end of January, and I decided this time I'm going to take you all with me. And before I get to tomorrow's video, I want to catch you up on where I'm hunting and what I found yesterday that's got me so excited. So, mountain lion hunting in Colorado is done on a unit by unit quota system. And what that means is that even though the season might be open until March 31st, once that unit's quota of mountain lions has been reached, then the season closes. And that's what happened to where I've been hunting the past few weeks. On Sunday, it reached its 15 mountain lion limit. So, yesterday, I drove out to a unit west of Salida that still has 3 lions available out of 10. I found a set of tracks, and I didn't know if they were large enough to be a mountain lion. So, I ended up not pursuing them, but later on, after I went home and did some internet research, I figured out that they were probably tracks from a female or from a young male. So that brings me back to today. And as you can see, it is snowing right now, and it has been snowing since pretty early this morning, which means it is currently covering up any tracks that were made yesterday and last night. And so if I find any tracks tomorrow morning when I go out really early in the morning, that means they're really fresh. So it gives me a good idea of timing, and it's something that I can probably, hopefully, follow. And the strategy is going to be to follow and to either sit and call if I feel like I'm close, or if the tracks are in a very predictable, slow speed, to possibly get ahead of the animal and sit in ambush. So that's what I'm hoping to do tomorrow, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, it is way too dark for this camera. Hold on. There we go. I am at the spot where I'm gonna park to hunt. And it has snowed, it looks like about, 3 or 4 inches. It's good. And it is 1 single degree outside, so it's cold as shit. But I'm bundled up, and I got my hand warmers, so I'll be all right. But here we go. I've had, I think mainly my parents and friends ask me why I want to hunt mountain lions. And, well, for one, I just love hunting. Really love hunting, because I love just how it requires you to have such an intimate knowledge of nature and how animals behave. I love knowing, the self-sufficiency feel of it. But mountain lions specifically, I've been scared shitless of mountain lions ever since I moved to Colorado. And to the point, there's a coyote. That's fresh. To the point of where it has hampered other activities that I do. I've just been scared. Any nighttime activities, I either don't do them, or when I do them, I'm just terrified the entire time. Like at any point in time, a mountain lion's gonna jump out of the bushes, grab me and drag me into the bushes and eat me. And so I've decided to face that, just head on, by coming out here and hunting them. it's not that I'm mad at them, I want to kill them. It's more I'm turning that fear into getting more knowledge just about the animal in general. I'm turning that fear into respect. So some other hunters, I think, they had some camo on, but sometimes, the warmest thing you own is your camo, even if you're not hunting. But guys on an ATV just passed by me, and they looked at me like they saw a fucking Sasquatch. But they waved. Anyway, that's always fun. Close to where I found tracks 2 days ago, and just bunny tracks out here right now. They had gone up that way, so I'm gonna follow this road. It eventually climbs its way out of this drainage and links to another road up there. It's probably where those ATV guys came from. But they definitely could have, if they were just staying on the road, they definitely could have missed some tracks at the top of where this little drainage drops off from the flat area up there. So that's a plan for now, unless I see something that tells me to do otherwise. Hunting's gonna teach you shit the hard way, and I'm really frustrated with myself for not knowing better about those tracks I saw before, because I am striking out right now, and I'm still hiking away from the truck, probably another mile or so to drop back down into my original drainage. Just hate it when I have to learn the hard way about stuff. This will expose all of your weaknesses, all the places where you didn't practice. Alright, I don't know how many miles from the car. I'm a terrible judge of distance, but I'll pop it up on the screen right now. Okay, I'm dropping into what eventually turns back into the drainage that I hiked in on. There have been a ton of elk in this area, but I don't find any lion tracks. I still might find something, but it's a long way back. But this is my final drop in, and unless something tells me to do otherwise, it is mostly downhill from here. I just found them. Found these tracks and they are not fresh, but I'm gonna follow them and see what happens. So this track is definitely early yesterday, right after the snow, or as the snow is ending. It's a little melted out in the sunny spots. Looks the same size as the one I saw before, and I'm at like the most exhausted point in my hike, and now I find tracks. So I'm going to you're going straight uphill, so I'm gonna take off a layer and see if maybe these old tracks take me to some new tracks. I don't see the scat pile around here, but I just walked under this tree and got a huge whiff of cat pee. So I know this trail is a little stale, but it's not that stale. My new favorite thing is when they just walk along a log like a big ass house cat. It's so cool. Hop down, hop back up. It's so neat. Oh, hop down, go that way. All right. Track's getting hard to follow. It came out at a road, and it looks like she tangled with some deer. There's no blood, but her tracks and the deer tracks are similar age, and there are deer like stop marks, like where they bounce and run away, all over the place. Where she popped out on the road, but unfortunately there's weather moving in, and track was already deep but a little bit stale, and it is not going to last long in this, and I think it's going to be a pretty gross storm. So I'm a ways from the truck now. I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to have to phone it in pretty soon and see. As long as the tracks are going generally in the direction of my truck, I'm going to follow them. And then just drop a pin wherever I leave them. So based on how you can't see the mountains right there in front of us, promise they're there, and the snow coming in, I decided to call it. The track was already a little old, and it would definitely start to get definitely be hard to follow, and was going very far from the truck. So I'm headed back now, which means I gotta hike up to go back down to get into the right drainage. And you wanna know the wild thing is, I've seen dudes in camo on an ATV, seen dudes in a truck. Their tracks are on the road here. They ran right over that lion track. Didn't see it. I don't know, maybe they weren't looking for it, but I don't know what the hell else anyone would be out here for. It just blended in. It came out with, it's like she came out into a bunch of deer that scattered, and it was really hard to find where it went back off the road. I found it, but I can see it was tough, and I can see why you know, the guys in the truck, there were 0 human footprints around that other than my own. So that's it for today. I'll put this camera away, and I'll make another video when I come back out, and maybe I'll have a little more luck. Maybe I'll find the track a little earlier. This is This is the area where, close to, within, I don't know, a mile or so of where I found hunting type tracks on a ridgeline where she'd been like hugging trees and following rabbit and deer tracks and then leaving those, and just very, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, you can almost see what the animal's thinking while they're going through the snow. It's really cool. I'm really glad that I found that, and hopefully next time I'm out here I will find it again. I kind of have a little bit better idea of where to look now. Of course, it's a wild animal. It could do something totally fucking different, and probably will. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Subscribe to this channel and all that other shit that people tell you to do at the end of this video.